pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars.
Hi, my name is David Vonner, and this is Mind and Body. Today we have a special guest. He's from Infinite CU, and he's come here to talk to us about fitness and some of their special programs, some of their charities that they have. Could you introduce yourself and please give a little background to our audience?
Sure. My name is Keybeck Song, and I grew up here in the Champaign-Urbana area. And basically, like you said, I run a fitness program here in town called Infinite CU, and they're group fitness classes that focus on like boot camp style workouts, 5-week programs, and we also provide counseling for nutrition and support, and we have an online community environment too.
Okay. So why don't you tell me a little more about Infinite?
Basically, what Infinite is designed to do is to take anybody, whether you're already fit to somebody who's rarely worked out at all, so no matter your fitness level, and to be able to help you reach your fitness goals. And we do that by doing a simple equation, and that equation is real fitness. So you're going to come in, you're going to do real workouts that are tough and not easy, but are designed to be challenging and to change your body. Real nutrition, so we provide supplements, we offer supplements and nutritional journals and diets and guides. And then community. So you add those three together, real fitness, real nutrition, plus community, and that's what's going to equal success to you reaching your fitness goals.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah. How can people enroll in the program, and how much does it cost? Is it something that students can afford?
Absolutely. They can go online to my website, which is www.infinitecu.com, or you can look us up on Facebook. Just search Infinite CU, and we should pop up. But yeah, what we charge right now is for a 5-week camp, it's $150. And what you get with that is you get 5 weeks of training, 3 days a week for 5 weeks. And every third camp is half off. So in the long run, if you do 3 camps, the first 2 are $150 each, but that third camp's going to be $75.
So about $375 for 3 camps.
Yeah, which would be like 15 weeks worth of group fitness classes.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not a fit person,
Right.
So how difficult would it be for me to start this program? And that first day is always the toughest, but that's also the determining factor whether you come back again.
Right.
Because if it's too overwhelming, people quit.
Right.
Okay, and I guess it's in some ways it all kind of falls back onto your motivation and your determination.
Right.
But how do you get people that are not physically fit, that have not had a lot of activity over the years, to push themselves, to keep coming, to lose the weight?
Well, the first thing you got to determine is your why. Why you want to work out, why you want to lose weight, why do you want to reach your fitness goals. A lot of people, or most people that come in, they have a very strong why, and so they're very driven, they're very dedicated. And if your why is strong enough, then that should surpass any obstacles that are in your way, any difficulties that you have. So the first thing we really try to do is when someone comes in, we try to find out, okay, why are you here? Are you just here for fun, or do you really want to reach your goals? Or how serious are you about this? And then once we find out their why, we get them plugged into the group atmosphere, the group community. Obviously, a lot of people, they get like a Planet Fitness gym membership or any gym membership. They go to the gym by themselves, they go hit a treadmill or go on an elliptical. Usually they do that for a couple weeks, and then they usually fall off, mainly because most people are just doing it by themselves. If you're going to come to an Infinite boot camp, you're going to be there with 10 to 15, sometimes even 20 other people. We have Facebook support groups that we use. That's our main tool of communication. The trainer will start a Facebook group and get everybody in it, and everybody's doing the workouts together. When they get home, they're posting, what they ate for that day, how they felt, how they did with the workout, their struggles. And so that's been a great tool to keep people motivated, to keep on track, who otherwise would probably just give up.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You guys build a sense of camaraderie. That's good. So, what is the most extreme amount of weight that you've seen somebody lose in these boot camps?
Well, we've had people already lose over 50, over 60 pounds total, and that's with, I've actually only been doing the boot camps for about a year now. But the most extreme that we've had is in a 5-week period. This is just 5 weeks. We had a guy lose 25 pounds. So that's like 5 pounds a week.
Yeah.
And it was pretty remarkable. He was very driven, and he not only did he stick to all the workouts, he worked out outside of class, which I always encourage. And he also was stuck to his nutrition guide and ate very clean, and great results came. So it was pretty amazing.
Why don't you describe that nutrition guide? I mean, like,
Okay.
because a lot of people hate dieting.
Right.
They want to be able to work out, push themselves, but they do not want to have to stop eating their favorite foods, which I think is probably one of the things that discourage a lot of people from dieting.
Right.
But from my knowledge, from what I understand, that it takes working out and a healthy diet
Absolutely.
to lose weight.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that nutrition is part of the equation. As I go back to earlier, real fitness, real nutrition, that's part of the equation. Real community, I always say you can't do it on your own. Even the Lone Ranger had Tonto. So, you need a battle buddy, you need a support group. And nutrition is absolutely, honestly, nutrition is right up there as the biggest part of the equation, because you can work out, and I'm sure you've probably heard friends or have heard of people who've done that, maybe yourself has done this, where you're going to the gym hard and you're working out and you're doing everything, but you haven't really changed what you've been eating. And maybe you get a little bit of results at first, but eventually you stop seeing the results. It's because diet, and I don't like to call it diet, but nutrition is 75 to 80%, and abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So you hit the nail on the head. And what we offer is we offer an online nutrition guide, and basically what that is, it's a system where you can plug in your height, weight, your fitness goals, and it'll tell you the amount of calories you should be eating per day. It'll tell you what types of food you should be eating, what sources you should be getting your protein from, your carbohydrates, etc. And we also offer a supplement called Shakeology, which is a meal replacement shake. And basically, they call it the healthiest meal on the planet, and it's a shake that has over 70 ingredients. It's got protein in it, it's got vitamins, it's got digestive enzymes, and that replaces Shakeology. Yep. And so that's like a nutritional supplement that we provide on top of boot camps.
Okay. So, and with the shake, do you eat with the shake, or
you do.
The shake
is meant
as a meal?
It counts as one meal. So what I always say is, when you're using the Shakeology, whatever meal you're most tempted to make bad food decisions. Like for me, example, I used to work a job where we used to go out to eat all the time.
Yeah.
And so instead of going out to eat, I would make a shake, because that was the meal I was most tempted to make unhealthy decisions.
Yeah.
And so I always tell people, especially if someone has a lot of weight to lose, save that shake for a meal that you're most likely to be tempted on, and then use that to replace, bad food choices.
Okay. Now, it's also been brought to my attention that you guys host a series of events for charities.
Yes.
Won't you tell our audience about those charities, what they're for, and how could they possibly get involved, volunteer, or just come out and show their support?
Well, you guys just missed one. Recently, we had a breast cancer awareness workout, and this one we basically we have over 60 boot campers in our current camp right now, and they all wore pink. So you can imagine a lot. Even the guys, they all wore pink. Myself, I wore pink, and we had one big workout throughout the week. Everybody's workout, they came in and they wore pink for that week, and we took a bunch of pictures. We posted them on our website, posted them on Facebook page, and there wasn't any money raised, but it was just a general spreading the awareness about breast cancer and the causes of breast cancer. Also, earlier this year, we did another event for Salt and Light, a local company here in town.
Yeah.
And we did a big super workout. We teamed up with Zumba in Champaign, and we raised over $600, I believe, and 20 bags of clothes.
It's great, and it's good to have something outside the gym and that is helping the community. Why don't you introduce what you're going to demonstrate?
I'm going to do one move. I'm going to take a while to explain it, and I'm calling this the evolution of the burpee. A lot of people have heard of a burpee. I'll show you what a burpee is, but the reason why I wanted to show this move is because with this move, it shows a wide range of ways you can modify it. So, like you were asking earlier, can anybody do this workout? Yes, anybody can do this workout because every move that we do can be modified to no matter what fitness level you're at. So when we've had people in their 60s coming into our class, we've had people really overweight, we've had people who are fit and they just want to cross-train for marathons. And so I'm going to show you a move. I'm calling this the evolution of the burpee. We're going to start with the burpee. I'll explain what a burpee is. And then I will show you ways that you can modify it to take it down if maybe your fitness level isn't that high. And I'll show you ways that you can make it advanced if you're a super fit stud or something.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay.
Evolution of the burpee.
All right. Let me take this mic off. Okay, so basically, I'll show what a burpee is just standard-wise. I'll get sideways so you guys can see me, okay?
Okay.
What a burpee is.
This is a burpee.
This is a burpee, okay? So you're gonna stand, it's kind of a cardio/core move because your heart rate's gonna be elevated from the way you're moving, but you're also gonna work your core muscles, which is this band of muscles around your midsection here. So basically what a burpee is, all you're gonna do is you're gonna come down, put your hands on the ground, kick out, kick back in, and up. You may have heard about this move before, but
I've heard of it, but when I heard of it, it was called a bend and thrust.
Bend and thrust, some people call that. In wrestling practice, they used to call it sprawl when I used to wrestle. They used to call it sprawling your legs out.
Okay.
But it's kind of the same thing. You're just going to bend down, you're going to put your hands on the ground, kick out to a plank position, kick back in, and up.
And that's a regular burpee.
That's the regular way to do it. Now there's ways that you can bring that down. So if that's like too much for you, okay, instead of jumping out, I would say, put your hands down and you just walk your feet out. You go a little slower. Okay, you take, take the motion out. This is regular, but if you're going to modify it, I want you to just step your feet out and then step your feet in.
So this is the modification.
Modification.
Okay.
We can go even lower than that. And I would say if you have maybe wrist issues or something like that and you don't want to put your wrist down on the ground, okay? Instead of that, I'll take the burpee completely out and I'll have you do maybe a cardio move that will also engage your core. I'll do something like alternating knees. So instead of getting down on the ground, I'll say, okay, if you have wrist issues or you kind of don't want to get on the ground like that, step back and throw 2 knees. So step up and then knee, okay, and then back.
This is for those people with wrist issues.
With wrist issues or
maybe arm issues.
Right, ankle.
That makes it difficult for them to do the burpee.
Right.
Okay.
Or if they just have a lot of weight to lose and they can't get down on the ground yet. So
okay.
We're working about that. So that's that you got from here, to just walking here, back in to a regular burpee, which is this. Okay? Now we also have advanced. So for some people, they want a little more. Regular burpee just isn't enough. They want to go.
It's for you advanced guys.
It's for you advanced, studs out there. Okay? So for a regular burpee, they may want to do this. They may want to come out and they want to throw a push-up in between. And by the way, when you do a push-up, tuck your heels back, squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut, shoulders over your palm, and they'll do a push-up and then jump up. Looks like this.
Starting to break a sweat already.
Okay, so that's a little more advanced. You're working a cardio, you're working your core, you're working a little upper body. Okay, some people, they want even more than that. Okay, so that's not enough. They're going to do a burpee, they're going to do a push-up, they're going to jump up, they're going to do a hop at the top. Okay, so now they're working their legs at the same time. Okay, so they're getting a little more advanced. And if you do this for a minute, you're pretty worn out. And some crazy people out there, not going to point any fingers, but they want even more than that, okay? So we do what's called a super burpee with cross knee tucks, and
super burpee be our last demonstration.
And a jack in the box knee tuck, okay? So it looks like this. This is super advanced for you crazy fit people, okay? You're gonna come down, do your burpee with your legs spread out. Knee in, push up, knee in, push up. Up, jack in the box knee tuck.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me about 2 years to get to that. It's gonna take me about 2 years. Well,
so that's a super advanced burpee.
Well, that's all the time we have. I'd like to thank you for coming out. It was really a pleasure. And tune in next week. This is Mind and Body. Thank you.